2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be out here. As this event kicks off, our feature group consists of 2 players that appear to have entered into this fantastic rivalry.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player is looking to beat Lydia Ko, which, let's be honest, will take all their skill and poise.
Oh, absolutely. This will be a certain KO for this player. I can't imagine that Lydia's going to let anybody beat her. When we talk about young phenoms, Lydia comes to mind. She's got it all.
Ding, ding, ring that bell. Let the bout begin. Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line. Well, take us through the approach shot. It's not easy to run the ball onto the green.
It's not. Your approach shot has to come in high and soft with a lot of spin, as there's just not much depth to this green. Not much movement either, fairly flat, although there is a ridge that bisects this green in two. You want to make sure that you're on the correct side of that ridge to have a good opportunity to make the putt.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. That was special. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Looking good. Well, that's a ripper.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
As we move along to the next hole, they're currently tied at the top of the leaderboard with John Rahm. The second hole is a long par 3, old typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
4 right.
Not a bad approach. Going to be putting.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
That's frustrating. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. A good stroke. Yeah, we'll take that. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's currently in 5th place.
Well, this will be a big putt to make. The birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
Oh, you know you want to.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. Chosen the pitching wedge here.
They've decided to club up.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill. Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Fair effort that. Good birdie. And with that, he's now broken the tie, all alone at the top of the leaderboard. The first of the par fives, Rich, the fourth hole.
Yes, look, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Rich, I love being back at Bay Hill every time because you get to honour the absolute legend of our game, the King, Arnold Palmer. There's just an air of something extra special this week, isn't there?
When you step on the property here at Bay Hill, you know you're in the presence of something special. Arnold Palmer's legacy was really built here, wasn't it? Granted, he absolutely brought everything he had to the PGA Tour, but when you come to Bay Hill and you have all the monuments, especially the statue right there to the right behind number 1 and number 10 tee boxes, you just get a chill down your spine like, man, this is some kind of awesome place. I cannot wait to tee it up here. In saying that, Mr. Palmer did not leave a golf course. That's very easy for these players. But listen, they come back here every year knowing that they need and they want to honor the gentleman who helped form the legacy of the PGA Tour, and that's why they're out here playing for all the money.
Well struck. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She's currently in second place, hoping to overtake the leader.
Wow, what a save.
All over the parking lot, but a chip in for par saves the day.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Oh, what a stroke. Wow, they certainly got out of the right side of bed today.
I haven't seen a putting display like this since I was 5 years old.
Still in the lead now after that hole. The fifth at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Ridge. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
That's a little untidy. Aman on the ground. John, he's down there. What's the news?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Colin Morikawa as he gets set for his next shot here on the 7th.
Oh, he liked the look of that the whole way. That is absolutely brilliant. And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. Sitting at -3. Outright first here.
Yeah, this is lovely.
And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
An opportunity to make a par here. Oh, what a super shot.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
And after that fine display, they are holding first spot on the leaderboard with Lydia Ko trailing in second place. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Time for the second shot here at the 6th. Opting for the 3-wood. Could roll into the rough on this one. And here we are with the third shot. He leads the field by a stroke. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Nice recovery there.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Putting for birdie here. Lydia Ko coming off a birdie on her last hole, and that will take her to 2 strokes off the lead.
And that will definitely get the attention of our leader coming to these final holes.
Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. This one looks to be bunker bound, Rich. Not good. Bad got a little out of control, I think.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
Well, that should save him. That one from the sand. He has this putt to save his par. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's got some work to do. She's 2 strokes behind so far.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Not bad. Lining up from around 160 yards. Currently leading by 2. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. A great shot here at the 8th, and a chance for birdie.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
Well, she's just 1 back from that leading spot. Can she take it?
Ooh, that almost went down. A chance to move to 5 under par. It's tracking. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under. Currently in first position. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Going with the 5-iron here.
What a skillful approach shot. This player not holding back in their rivalry with Lydia Ko.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
This one will run uphill.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? A par putt awaits. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them.
Oh my, that was launched. Currently -5, currently in the lead. Going with the pitching wedge here. Well, that's well judged. Hole high, right inside the range.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
New Zealand's Lydia Ko setting up her next shot. Didn't that look good for a long time? And just about 8 feet left to the hole. This looks good. Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays. And that will take him to 6 under. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 third, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Playing from around 160 yards. And choosing the 8 iron here. He's found the surface. Good chance here.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
Ooh, right by the hole. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is what they have left for par here.
Yeah, he'll take that. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's currently in 2nd place, hoping to overtake the leader.
How close was that to going down? I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. And the 12th hole, Rich, is similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer is really starting to mimic front and back 9s.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. Second shot here on the 12th. This one's bunker bound. Getting ready to play their third. And that's well played. Safely onto the putting surface. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
It's on a great line. Well, what about that, Rich? A great display of resilience.
That a way to grind it out in the bunker, but up and down for the birdie. Nicely done.
Currently 7 under for the round. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side, open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple. Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She made bogey, gave one back on the last hole.
We could see the focus on their face when they were standing over it. Excellent concentration. And taking aim from around 100 yards here. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This one needs to kick left. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. Oh, these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet.
This for back-to-back birdies.
This one's looking good. And that's 8 birdies today. And with that, we'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. And another of the uphill par 3s, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
That's inside the house of opportunity. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 25 feet from the cup.
ball. Don't deny him.
That's a big time putt, that one. And their rival knows it too. They heard the cheers. That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
Leading by 6 strokes after that one. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Now switching our focus to Lydia Ko.
She's currently in 3rd place.
This lie won't be too bad in the first cut.
Nice out the rough here.
That is one of the best shots you will see.
Gotta say, I can't see them not making birdie here, Luke.
And he's down there.
Yeah, he's about 155 from this whole location.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Well, this one's right at the pin. Oh, that's incredible. It's in the hole.
Can you believe this? This is right out of fantasy land. Holing out from that distance. What a shot!
So, still currently in the lead after that hole, but Tiger Woods is lurking in 2nd place.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hill's Club and Lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
Rich, good chance to get this green in 2.
Yes, this player's found the fairway, and now they've got the opportunity to knock this on in 2. Be wary of coming up short and left, obviously in the water, but don't be anxious to miss it out to the right, especially in that bunker that's over in the middle of the green on the right-hand side. That really can wreak havoc with the players. Try and find the green at all costs with this second shot.
Well, good-looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. That was a beauty. Oh, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle. He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
That was a gallant attempt. A par putt on the table. Okay, let's head to the next. Why don't we catch up with what Lydia Ko's up to?
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Even for the day, currently in 4th place. Ooh, wow, that's right out of the Gary Player highlight reel. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Our current leader is enjoying a 10-shot lead. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his 2nd shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Needs a little members bounce to the right.
Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Ooh. No, that's too bad. Hopefully they won't take that too badly. There's another chance here to close out the victory. Oh, size them up for the red cardigan that Arnold Palmer made famous. You are the Arnold Palmer Invitational Champion. Congratulations.
And what a week it was. A fantastic victory. Sensational victory on arguably one of the tour's hardest golf courses. Way to go. Great win.
And Rich, mark that down as one of the outstanding wins we'll see this season.
It's always impressive when you see a player outshine their fellow competitors, because all of these players are really good, but this player made everybody in the field look very, very average. So good was their performance.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich B, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow.